Y'all, I figured out what was wrong with my camera. Thought I'd just log off, log back on, and start this over. So I was having several technology issues, so I just updated the camera, and now we're live again. So I'm licking my wounds from the Cowboy loss. That we just suffered at the hand of the 49ers. They wrecked us, and that's it is what it is. Let's see, that's live. Okay, so what I wanted to do, I wanted to go ahead and finish up with the blue or black spells. So we're going to finish casting those, and then I was going to do another quick draft because we have enough coins. So let's go ahead and go back into traditional standard. Now remember, this is us finalizing the color challenge, and just as we go through talking about different tips and tricks and stuff like that. This deck is big about ninjutsu, and I honestly felt like sitting down, so I'm not using my standing desk right now. Please feel free to share any comments you have in the chat. If you have any comments or questions, concerns, capitulations, criteria, constraints, all the things, any of the alliterative things. We're playing someone with gold and a gold, so they probably have a better deck than us. That's fine. We're used to it. And then, like I said, this some of the stuff in this channel is going to be about how we can slowly grind up and get better as well. So let's keep Island and a Network Disruptor. There's no real reason to play Shipwreck Marsh because I will be able to play it turn. I'll have access to both colors on next turn for my Silver Fur Master, and then I can play this turn 3. I wonder if we're going to be playing White Weenies. So Silver Fur Master, thankfully, is not legendary, so we actually can play more than one of this, which is nice. Ninjutsu's no good because we don't have enough mana open, but that would have been unblocked. Alright. Concealing Curtain, that's not good. Okay. Let me think what we want to do here. We could. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and... This is 2 ninjutsu. It's only going to cost a black because it's cheaper. Ninjutsu abilities cost 1 less to activate. So this is only going to cost us 1 black. So why don't I swing this, go next, it's going to be unblocked. We're going to go ninjutsu right here on Network Disruptor. And keep in mind, ninjutsu works because it's unblocked. So they've declared blockers, so now they can no longer... I think I want to discard this to destroy their Concealing Curtain, right? I mean, they're going to make me discard something anyway, so I might as well kill their creature. Let's tap down their Jewel Thief for absolutely no reason. Okay, I feel like we've played a lot against werewolves. Ninjutsu is 4, so I can't ninjutsu that. don't know if I want to bring this back or not. Do I want to fake? I feel like killing Tovolar is great. I don't... I think I'd rather get Kaido out. So we get to draw a card now. And we don't have to discard because we attacked. Kaido phases out. I really would have liked to land there. Okay, that's fine. Oh, that's why they did that. I was like, they should have probably blocked our reach creature. Oh my goodness, I got hiccups. Now I'm gonna use Fake Your Own Death if they block. Because we've got to get rid of Kodama. That's such a good card. It will destroy us very easily. Alright, so I get a treasure token. I'll tap their permanent that will quickly untap. You know what? Before I play that, let me draw a card. Oof. I can still actually do that. I can still deal 3 damage to this. No, I can't. I can only deal 1 damage. Oh, yeah. Ninjutsu. Okay. I think I'm not worried about Kaido getting hit. I got 2 flyers, and I have a lot of mana here to destroy something else if it has reach. Like if they have another Kodama or something like that. I can't imagine they have another Kodama. They probably don't run 4 of them. I think that's okay. So this is a really interesting... They held for ransom this card, so it can't attack or block, but there's benefits that this card has by not attacking and blocking. If it was me, I would have done something that actually attacks or blocks. They're both 1, but that one has ninjutsu. They're not blocking. Wait, doesn't this have... Oh, each other... Oh my goodness, it doesn't even have ninjutsu. I'm not even... Y'all, I need to read the cards. I knew better than that. So I could deal... There's a black. 1, 2... 3, 4. I can deal 4 damage. But I shouldn't need it because Satoru Umezawa? Okay. That's what we want to deal 4 damage to for sure. It will not... So that's going to have hexproof anyway. Yeah, Sereth is a really fun card. I think it's a really good commander card, actually. It won't have Death Touch. Let's just block here. So they may have thought it's going to have Death Touch. 4 damage. Let me just pay mana for it. I'm not that worried about my... let's do X equals 4. I'm not that worried about for my mana. Submit 0. So that I can make this cheaper by exiling black cards, but I don't want to. Notice I scrolled over autoplay and said, what is it actually going to do? And then, and saw what it was doing before I clicked autopay. Sometimes it's a really good idea to get in the habit of see what the computer means when it says autopay, because sometimes you can, yeah, okay, we won that one. All right. GG opponent. They didn't really get going. Okay. They're kind of werewolfy creatures. We can not werewolf. They're just Gruul. No, they're not. They have black too. They're kind of stompy creature. Let's maybe return some stuff. I think being able to destroy would be good. It didn't seem like they had a ton of non-creatures, so duress wouldn't be that good. This one, I kind of like. It's a 5/5 because they might have some big guys. It's graveyard. See, this is really good. We haven't got to cast that yet. Creatures you don't control. If you have one or fewer cards, exile this comma. It's not read ahead. Oh yeah, it's Kamigawa. Okay. 3 more. What are we gonna take out? This is so good for us. Silver Fur. It's +2/+2. That's a ninja, but it doesn't have ninjutsu, but it does have flying. That's why it's in there. Fake your own death. That's a nice combat trick, but I'd rather just kill their crap. Ninjutsu, Network Disruptor. Let's take one Fading Hope back. I don't want to oversideboard. It's always a temptation to oversideboard, and I often do it. I mean, we did okay. I could have just run it back. Okie dokie, artichoke. I probably shouldn't have kept this hand. Well, it looks like we might have a little bit of black mana in the next couple turns. Alright, so this is a no-brainer. Just casting that, it's a flyer. I can pump it to give it +2/+2 for 4 mana at instant speed. That obviously won't happen next turn, but I just wanted to get a creature out there. No real reason to keep Fading Hope up. Can't block, so that's good. We don't want this to die. Let's see, because at the beginning of your upkeep, enchanted permanent controller sacrifices an online permanent. That player loses life. If we can exile it, that'd be delightful. This is return target creature to its owner's hand. Okay. Ninjutsu is 4. It has flying. I'm not going to be able to do that, so... What are you doing, dog? What are you doing, sweetheart? What? Come here. Alright, treasure token, cool, got it. One thing to think about is this has an enter the battlefield effect, so you gotta really think, do I really need to return it to their hand? It's not often something with a decent ETB effect. ETB, short for enter the battlefield, that I would want, that I'd be interested in putting it back in their hand, because then cast it. Sometimes you want to. I think I'm more interested in attacking and pumping. Okay, they get a couple treasure tokens. So now we might have to be bouncing... So that costs 3 every time. We might have to be bouncing some of their stuff. They're probably going to kill this. Is that what they're looking at? Okay. Yep. Now that's a creature you prevent from attacking. So this card is really confusing. I think it says hold for ransom. Okay. So this is a confusing one because notice it says sorry, let me think about this play first. Enters the battlefield, exile. No, I definitely want to save that. I don't need to play that yet. So one thing I want to point out about this is this card says hold for ransom's controller. So it looks like it's on my battlefield, and it is on my battlefield because it's on one of my creatures, but the controller of the enchantment is our opponent. So it's actually our opponent who can pay 7 and draw a card. Because they enchanted the creature, they control that enchantment. Interestingly enough, that happens with artifacts sometimes. Sometimes with artifacts, if you steal someone's creature, the artifact is there, but then your opponent can actually reattach it. Okay. So, I could discard... Senjutsu is... I really wish I had a better card to... Oh, you know, I do have a better card to discard. This one. Okay, I'm going to destroy one. I'm going to discard this. Destroy a Jewel Thief. I'm going to bounce that to their hand when they attack me. And then next turn, if I had one more mana open, I could actually... Okay, that's actually fine because I can return that to my hand if I want. I can return either one of these to my hand. Okay, I can't afford to take that because I will be dead. So, if they for some reason don't cast Jewel Thief, like that. Oh. Let's see, scry one. I don't need that land. Like, they actually can't cast the Jewel Thief now, so I actually get to do this. Graveyard hand. Oh, wow. Okay. This is kind of interesting. Do I get to play spin mana as any color? Okay. So, here, watch this. I guarantee your opponent is not expecting this. This is a fun effect. So I get to exile that. I get to search. I get to see what's in their hand. Everything else. Definitely choose that. Choose their library. Choose that. Their graveyard, we already got it. Okay, so they expected to be able to cast that. They have borrowed time. That's not good. Unfortunately, I don't have another land. I don't have enough for Hero's Downfall. This is as long as I control it. As long as you control, you may play one of those exiled cards. So I now no longer control it, and when I cast this, it'll be a different version of the card, so I won't be able to cast those. That's fine. Well, looks like our opponent's going to win. The beginning of your upkeep. So I would have to kill them next turn to prevent them from winning. Yeah, it doesn't matter. Okay, good game. They got it. They got it. Alright, so we have one more game, and then we're gonna get our beautiful mythic wild card, and then we're gonna go into the quick draft. So I'm actually really interested. I really don't. It's been so long since I did the intro to Magic the Gathering that I'm really not sure what happens next after the mythic card. I think that goes away. This has been a fun game. I like the matchup. It's been pretty interesting. I can't do blue, so I'm going to go ahead and play Shipwreck Marsh first. It will come in tapped. I will be going first, so I won't get a draw. So I'm just going to go Shipwreck Marsh and pass, because then I'll have access to both colors. Next turn, And then I'll probably play, assuming nothing changes, I think I'll play my flyer. And then so I can ninjutsu in this. So ninjas get +1. So if I cast this turn, it doesn't really help me. So what I'm thinking through is what's actually going to do the most damage to them. So I think I'm going to go ahead and do the flyer. Then I can cast... this is ninjutsu 2. So if they play a creature, I can destroy it with my silencer. If they don't play a creature, I'll play Fur Master to give it +1. So now this has a 2/2. This is it's what we call a lord, right? It gives ninjas and rogues. They call it a lord because it's like a lord with your tribe, with your followers or whatever that you're doing things for. So this is a ninja and rogue lord. It's a fun little card. We have a couple 1-drops, which is nice. Brutal Cathar. I love this card. Their colors are bananas. They have... I've seen... I think blue might be the only color I haven't seen. Their deck is really unique. Okay. So... I would be really, really surprised if they... Do I just want to kill Cathar? No, I think they're not gonna... I think they're not gonna block. Because if they block, my creature comes back. So they're not gonna block. So what I could do... is ninjutsu that for 1. Discard... One more ninja deals... Create a treasure token. That's so good. But I think I want to discard Cathar. Oh. Cancel. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm still in ninja. I'm still in combat. It hasn't dealt damage, and so I think I'm going to discard my Silver Fur Master and then kill Brutal Cathar. And then say go. It forces... It doesn't say you may tap. It says tap a target permanent. You can tap something that's already tapped. So there's no real reason to tap one of my things. Hey, kitty. I hope y'all enjoy cat butt. Okay, so they wanted this to die. Because I have to sacrifice... Oh, that's actually a mistake. My opponent's not thinking about what ninjutsu is. That was a mistake, opponents. Because I now get to bounce this. I forgot that it has to be attached to a creature. So they lose that enchantment. That actually was a line my opponent just didn't think about. So basically what happens is this enchant... It says enchant creature or planeswalker that an opponent controls. Here, Anif, you're not comfortable, are you? Here, let me... This is what happens. We got a cat joining us, y'all. Hope you're enjoying. So they probably got rid of... Did they get rid of my treasure creator? Yep. Okay, so that was the best ninja that I had. So what my opponent did is they got Vengeful Strangler to die. So it came back and they enchanted my creature, but what they forgot is that I can easily bounce my creatures back to my hand. And again, remember, when you enchant things, the enchantment goes in the graveyard when the creature leaves the battlefield. So it ended up being they just didn't think about that. And who cares, because they have all the borrowed times in the world. I think I'm probably going to bounce whatever they do. I just can't have all my creatures be taken up. I don't need another one of those. I got plenty. I need some creatures. So now their borrowed time is functionally worthless. It's just an enchantment on the battlefield. Oh, good. Another land. That's what I needed. Let me attack first. We have some mana open. What does this do? Oh, it's mana filter. Okay. I mean, whatever. Let's just get another creature out. We got 9 damage. So we have him on a 5-turn clock, y'all. 5 turns. This is only creature or planeswalker. Yep. So if they play some creatures here, we can easily destroy them. We got lots of destruction. They got some forest cards. Cool. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, they're top decking. We call this top decking or hellbent, right? So our opponent is hoping that they get a great draw off the top. And if not, we are looking golden. Hey, Punching Titan, how's it going? Are you punching Titans? All right, let's deal some damage to their face. We are now... We're going to get him in 4 turns, y'all, if nothing else changes. This may be the slowest win ever. Oh, come on. Okay, y'all, we got him on a 7-turn clock. Oh, my goodness. Okay, they're creating Power Stones. They got mana open, so why not? One of the phrases that we use for that is called a mana sink. So our opponent is able to just sink mana into things. Flying, hold it. So I said... Oh, that's my alarm, excuse me. I said... Let's see, this is enchant creature. Do I get to hold for ransom's controller sacrifices it? Oh, it's the one that says it can only be activated. Let's see. Hold for ransom's control. I guess I do control it if it's enchanting my creature. So that's interesting. I was wrong earlier when I said that because I thought the language was just weird. So I was wrong when I said it, but it does allow me to sacrifice it. So because I was a controller of the creature, enchanter creature can't attack or block and has that. Okay, that's fine. They're just killing something there. I mean, I can destroy this easy enough. Okay, I gotta do the math to make sure if I need to be able to destroy that. 1, 2, 3, and cast Kaido. They don't have any mana open, which is nice. So yeah, my opponent is thinking, oh, what is he doing attacking with a 1/1? He thinks I might have a trip. And kind of. I just need to draw a card really badly, and I don't want to discard. So I think I'm going to go ahead and kill him on my turn, just in case they draw something to give it hexproof or whatever. Green in Standard has a lot of stuff that can give it hexproof, so I'm taking care of it. And again, we're back on a 5-turn clock. We're going to kill him in 5 turns, y'all. Maybe this is my channel. Cat on Chest Magic. This is a Neve. She is our firstborn child. My a Neve stands for anniversary. So my wife actually got her for me for our first anniversary when we were dirt poor living in Austin right after we'd gotten married. I mean, a year after we'd gotten married. Okay, Ninjutsu 5. Here we go. Okay, let's see if this hits. If this hits, this is the game, y'all. Ninjutsu! Ninjutsu! Bam! We got it, y'all! We beat a gold opponent. We'll take that win for sure. That was a really fun matchup. That was a unique deck that they had. Got to showcase some ninjutsu a little bit. Gotta get our first win in the silver tier, which is nice. Maybe second win or something like that. So now that with our new account. So I think what I'm gonna do. Okay, so we got our mythic wild card. Second mythic wild card that we got, because we got the other one from the from just the normal circle things that happen. Let's see. Earn a new deck tomorrow. It says earn a new deck, but they didn't give us a deck. They let me do a Mythic Wildcard. I have no idea how long this is going to happen. Whatever. So who knows how long these beginner ones will start. But I think I do want to go ahead and do a quick draft. Our first one did not go so well. And again, want to highlight jump in is not really where I like to spend resources. Because it's kind of random. You get some cards. Most of them aren't that great. Premier Draft, we can't really afford stuff like this because it's 10,000 to 1,500. And you remember we spent $5 to get those. So I really don't like the idea of spending that much money on Premier Drafts because I'm trying to bootstrap this to it as cheaply as possible. All of these events, when you have a new account, are just going to not, you're just not going to be competitive. So it's almost just like you're burning your gems or your gold. So quick draft is usually what I do. And I like... I wait for quick drafts change. So I like doing quick drafts that they're cards that I need, sets that I need, sets that I enjoy, whatever. And Brothers War is actually a pretty complex set to draft in. It's kind of hard to find the archetypes. There's no color fixing either. But let's go ahead. I did draft a lot of this in paper, and our last one didn't work so well. But let's see how this one goes. Rootwire Amalgam, this is a no-brainer. We got a Mythic. And so this is another one of those prototypes. And again, the thing I like about Quick Draft is I can take my time because I don't have a timer going because I'm not drafting with real people. There's nothing else that's even close to thinking about this. This is, I can cast a 2-mana, 2/3 to make a Golem that would be 6/6 that gains haste. Like, for 5, I mean, that's bananas. Like, if you remember, I'm sure so many of y'all have gone back and watched the previous quick draft that we did. But this card wrecked us pretty hard by making those golems. So this is a no-brainer. So we're going to be looking for green cards around this. You don't always have to fix your color. A lot of times it depends on the set. But green is definitely going to be a color that we're going to play if we can at all. Green and red. This is a really... If we do green-red, if we could do Gruul in this, this is such a good card. It actually doesn't look like it at first. I was debating a guy that I was drafting with. We were playing Two-Headed Giant. But this is artifact or red. It deals 1 more damage. So that means this, guess what? This is an artifact. So anytime it does damage to anything, it does 1 more damage. And that's source. So that includes instants, sorceries, creatures, and artifacts, all that stuff. I think whatever. I'm doing pack 2, pack 1, pick 2. We're gonna go Gruul. We've decided. This is a good card. I need to stop moving so much. It has Unearth. This is a great late game card because you can make just massive golems. It's a massive bomb. I bet this will come back around to us. This is that's some good removal. I'm feeling good about green and red. Unless 2 or more colors. Honestly, we could go mono green as well. Do we want that? This is going to be really good to protect stuff once it's in. I'm going to hope that comes back around. I think the Steel Exemplar. Let's kind of go big and bruisey. This is looking great. We might just want to go mono green and forget the Mechanized Warfare. Create a tapped Power Stone token. Yeah, I think this is... That card wrecks. Oh... The value... we can play this for colorless, but there's not a value. Seems like one of these bots will get a... Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, we're drafting against a bot. There's a lot of mana, a lot of blue cards for sure. Oh, yeah. This is tough. Do I want to red, or do I want to stick to mono green, or do we want to go? So this has flying. It's a prototype. We'll have some cards to cut. So if we don't end up with red, we can cut that. I think I think I'm going to go with the possibility of doing red-green, and then if I have to, we can switch to green when we're building. That's fine. Stuff like this, again, I tend to skip it if I don't have the colors because the value just isn't there. And honestly, +1, +0 in Menace with an artifact. Oh, well, I say that. You can't even equip it because it's black. So some of those you can equip. But that one you can't. Unearth, we don't have white. So this is another one. Unearth, you just don't get the value. You gain 2 life, so you want Unearth to really give you value. Target creature, first strike and trample. We have pretty high mana value. I like the idea of giving some of my stuff. If we're going big and bruisey, then Swiftfoot Boots is really good because we can give it hexproof and give it haste when it comes in, so it can attack at the same time. I'm gonna get Swiftfoot Boots. I think that's good. That's the same one, isn't it? For Jolly Dragon Engine, yeah. Trample. Target creature gets +X/+X, where X is the number of creature cards in your graveyard. As long as you sacrifice a permanent. That's for the sacrifice deck. That's not good for us at all. Create a tap. This is really good if you can sacrifice things. That'd be awesome. These things, I'm not crazy about gaining control of things in draft. Occasionally, they'll win you the game if it lines up when you need to get through or something. But I'm just not crazy about it. We don't have any islands, so this is definitely not value. That's just so expensive. I'm really worried about our mana curve right now. I love Mishra's Research Desk. It's in one of my modern decks that I play. Fog of War. I think this is a no-brainer, right? Like, because if we end up mono green, this can save us the game and gain a ton of life. Oh, it's not a full fog. It's creatures power 3 or less. So if we're swinging for big ones and they do... Oh, so this is great because what happens is we gain life for all the creatures. So let's say they have a bunch of creatures, we have a bunch of creatures, so we gain a lot of life. But then if we have some big stompy creatures, then all of the combat damage can be prevented by if they triple block, double block, or something like that. So I think that's a good pickup for us. Till end of turn gets 1. Oh, I love this card. Man, our mana curve though, y'all. Let me see, green. Tap an untapped artifact or creature. Add 1 mana. There we go. I'm worried about our mana curve. Ooh. Or do we... No, I think we need to... I think I need to get some mana rocks. Gain life equal to its power. Okay, we have 2 options here. We can have some removal. Exile target artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying. It's expensive removal, or we can get another creature. 4 mana, 3/3, where we gain 3 life when it enters the battlefield, or a late game 6/5. How many creatures do we have? We only have 5 creatures. I think we want creatures right now. Hey, there's our the blue decks. Let's just get this in case we want to give something flying. The blue cards don't mean a lot. Disenchant. Oh, and there's our shoot down anyway. That's fine. We got our removal. And yes, the gift came around, y'all. The gift came around. Oh. I think this may be my pick. For a couple of reasons. So it's man land, right? It's a land that we can turn into. It's really hard to remove unless they have instant speed removal, so we can attack with stuff. But also the other thing I'm keeping in mind is this card sees play in standard right now, and so it's a rare card. So I actually, if I decide I want to play it later, I won't have to buy it. So again, I'm kind of thinking about that with rares and mythics. Again, you almost never run out of commons or uncommons, so that's not really a decision I make for anything down here. Till end of turn, target non-creature artifact. Yeah, I don't have a lot of those. Yeah, I think Mishra's Foundry is what we're going to do. And it taps for land, which is good. Haywire Might! Let's go! What a pickup. So, this is really good in this meta because there's a lot of artifacts or enchantments. We've talked about this before. Keep in mind it is a non-creature artifact or enchantment. There's a Fog of War. I will be willing to bet you that's going to come back around so we can get that next time. Chromatic Star is some mana fixing, but you just sacrifice it, put in the graveyard and draw a card. Yeah, it's fine. No, Haywire Bite for sure, because it's a 1-drop that has extra utility. And when I say 1-drop, I just mean 1 mana, right? Costs 1 mana. So there's nothing up here for us. Well, I say that 4 damage to target creature or planeswalker. So if we decide to go red, here's this one again. I bet that's going to come back around. We might just be able to splash. It's hard to splash red when the card you're doing it for has double red. If I was playing against a pod, I might think I want that so someone else can't get it, but I'm not really interested in any of these red cards. Put 2/1/1 counter, untap it. If it isn't a creature, it becomes a creature. 2/1/1 counters and untap it. So this is a really nice combat trick if I'm tapped out. I think I'm more interested in that. Or is it this? How many creatures are we at right now? We're at 7 creatures. If that comes back around, I think I may get it next time. I like Giant Growth because it's 1 mana. It's a really good combat trick, and if they don't block something or if they swing at me, whatever. This is I call this pseudo removal. It's designed to be a combat trick. So combat tricks are usually designed around removal, like pseudo removal. If something happens, your opponent responds a specific way, then you can get them. And here's a battlefield created tap Power Stone. So that's nice because of mana fixing. But how many artifacts do we have? We have 9 artifacts. So Power Stones are going to be really good for us. Or can't be blocked by artifacts. I feel like mono green might be better than splashing red, right? That's so good that it can't be black. Yeah, this is an awful card. You pay 2 to get it on the battlefield. Oh, okay, sorry. You pay 2 to draw a card, and then you pay 2 to add 1 mana. This is, if you're really greedy with your mana, you would need that, but we're not being greedy. I think we might be moving more towards mono green. We don't have any soldiers at all. We have 1. Oh boy, oh boy. Whatever, we'll just take Millstone. I can't imagine us playing it. We want this game to last a long time by winning with creatures. Flying, whenever you cast a non-creature spell. This one's a pretty interesting, but we don't have a lot of non-creatures. And you just don't have a lot of non-creature spells generally that you're playing in limited. So stuff like this that is when you cast a non-creature spell, unless you're doing a spell slinger, it can end up being really really a mistake. I think let's worry about, we got a lot of big stuff. Let's focus on getting some mana generation here. None of these things are good at all, right? Except the red, just in case we splash. Dies, mill 4 cards. I think Fog of War or Swiftgear Drake. Let's see. We got 2/2. Manicure's pretty good. We need some more threats, I think. And there's a Fog of War anyway. There's our Pallbearer. So a lot of these things are just no-brainers. I think we've basically decided we're going mono green. We're just taking some red just in case. Definitely no white. So let's get that out of there. Discard all the cards in your hand, then draw that many cards. You may choose an artifact or creature card. Mana value 1. You discard it. Do that same card. 2s and 3s. That's kind of fun, but we don't have any red or white. Precursor Golem. That might be our pickup. So this is a really odd spell. So if they destroy one of them, they destroy all of them. If they destroy a single golem, then but we have something like this. Enchant. When player casts an instant sorcery. So we have this. So some of these things we can do for all of them. I think that that's an okay... Oof. No, that's late in the game. I think I want the Precursor Golem. That could be interesting. Soul Guide Lantern is going to be good with some of the graveyard stuff. I don't know if I want to play it, though. But I think I'm going to be honest, I really like the full art, or I mean the old border. So if I can't decide, I'm just going to do that. Stone Brain, let's go. Let's go, yo. This is a fun card. I bet that's going to come back around. Yeah, I'm definitely taking the Stone Brain. So this is really, really good. I do like Reach. There's a lot of flying. Reach and Death Touch. Yeah, I think that, and then we can get this when it comes back around. I don't care about the Millstone. Because we don't have... This, the Millstone would be really good as if we had... If we were doing a spell deck that could end up slowing the game down, and then we can just mill people out. Create a tapped Power Stone. That's 4 to give us a Power Stone. We're at 15 artifacts. And that's a creature for us. Whenever a creature power equal to its toughness. This is so complicated. Let's see. 1/1. Nope. 2/2. That's it. So basically, anytime something with the same power, or when its power equals its toughness, enters the battlefield under your control, you can pay 1, draw a card. Meh. Yeah, I'm sure it could be good in the right deck. I just feel like trying to make it fit isn't good. I'm going to do that to get a little bit more ramp. Ramp is when you're fixing your mana. Oh, Bitter Reunion. Do we want another threat or some more mana fixing, some more ramp? Yeah. Okay, we got a bunch of... We have 4 or 5. We got a bunch of big creatures already. I think we want to do whatever we can to make it easier to cast spells. It fights target creature you don't control. So this is 1 mana, that's great, but this isn't pseudo removal, this is removal, because you get to fight something. So that's a really good card for us. If Aeronaut's Wings come back around, we'll take that last. I think 2/3 is probably... This is 1 mana less, and it has Reach and Death Touch, so this is kind of protecting us against flyers, because we're probably going to be pretty vulnerable to flyers. A 2 mana 3/1 with Ward 2. Ward means it would be a spell would be countered unless they pay 2. So let's say they had a spell that says, let's say they had Murder in their hand. Murder is 3 mana, right? And so they'd have to pay 5 mana for it. Murder might be 2 mana. I think Murder's 3 mana. I'm not interested in that. I might be interested in the other one that taps. Oh, let's just do that to have crazy turns. Mill 4 cards. I don't like milling, but I think it's a green creature. That's one that I think we can get rid of easily. Yeah, this is a no-brainer. We'll take our green spell. Take our green spell. Take our green spell. That's probably one we'll cut. Take our colorless spell. Take our red spell. All right. We did it. We made it through the draft. Now let's do some building. I think I'm just going to cut all the red cards because we have a lot of great green cards. So let's just cut the red and see what happens. See what we look like. Full of Krug. All right, we still have 15 cards to cut. All right, Aneve, you gotta move, sweetheart. Oh, you're cutting my shirt. Okay. Let's think about our big bombs first. A lot of times I like going to, yeah, let's cut this for sure. That was easy, so we got rid of some 8s. So I like starting with the big bombs and really thinking, am I ever going to cast this in limited? Am I too top heavy? Our curve seems kind of okay right now, so let's kind of see. We got to cut 13 cards. You gain life equal to its power. I think we need to keep that in our deck. This would be really good if we had a lot of trample stuff. So trample flyers, let's see what we have. See, I'd probably prefer to have 2 of these and 1 of these. This is a maybe cut. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it, and then we can bring it back in if we really want. Unless 2 or more colors of mana. This is coming. It's a 5 mana 6/6. That's really big in this format. I like it. This would be so much fun if I can end up casting some spells on it. I wonder if we should cut the 1 card that we drafted first that we built this entire deck around. Gain 3 life. That lets us cast a lot of these more expensive. And if we can get to turn 5, if we have this on turn 5, then we have 3 Power Stone tokens for turn 6. Like that's going to be bananas. Like we'll be able to cast this for 7. I think I want to keep that in. That's really good. Tap Power Stone. That's some more ramp for us. Okay. Untap 2/1/1 counters on target artifact, creature, or lands. It becomes a 0/0 2/1/1. So we can create a 2/2. So the reason why this would be so good, if we have Precursor Golem out, if we cast it, right, we create 3 golems. Then we could cast this on 1 golem and get 2 1/1 counters on each of them. I don't think we need 3 of them, though. Getting rid artifact, enchantment, or creature with flying, that's going to be really good in this meta. 11 cards. I love this, that we're never going to have to worry about colors. Mono colored decks are just so easy to play. When Hoarding Recluse dies, put up to 1 other target card from a graveyard onto the bottom. When it dies, let's go down to 2. Let's see. I don't like this at all in our deck. This would be really good in a sacrifice deck or in something trying to get in. I don't like it at all. I like this for both the life gain and also the fog effect. You'll hear a fog a lot. A fog is just something that stops damage of some sort. So this is literally called Fog of War. There's a card called Fog. You know what? Hey, look at that. I have it right here. This is, that's Fog right there. The camera's trying to find my face. It says prevent all combat damage that would be dealt this turn. So, and it's 1 and a green. That's really funny that I have the card available right there. When Burring, mill 4 cards. It's a 4/2 that dies easily and mill. I don't like it. I don't like it for what we're doing. Oof. 14 creatures. But we got some doozies, right? And we got some control. Chant creature, Stone Brain. So I drafted this just because I want the card. There's no way. So this card you can play in constructed formats because often people have four copies of a card. In this format, this would be good as a sideboard card, but again, remember we don't have sideboards now because we're only playing best of 1. So this card, this is a really interesting effect because you actually, it's really good. I say really good. It's a little slow, but in Modern, people are playing it, and Standard people are playing it. It's really good against a combo deck. In Modern, there's a lot of cards that are built around just 1 card to be successful. And so if you can get rid of all of them, you can just stop their deck from working. I know that sounds weird, but Modern is a really precise format like that. I got rid of the Millstone. I don't really think that's the line that we want to be on. Liquid metal coating would be great is if I could destroy artifacts. Wait a second. Oh, I only have one of those, so I don't think it's a good idea to build around. But so here's something cool you could do. You could turn something into an artifact and then just exile artifact. Let's say it was a creature that wasn't an artifact, but we only have one of those things. I don't think we really need to give stuff flying. Maybe we'll come back to that. Okay, so this kind of counts as a creature. So we're down to 14, but it's basically 15/16 because this is a creature. You're playing it as a creature. We definitely want that. Oh, I think there was one that I said would come around that didn't come around. Fights creature, definitely want that. These have been some easy cuts. I like it when decks kind of build themselves. Can't be blocked by artifact creatures. Put counters on it. Definitely like that. Good early game, good late game. This is fine because it's card draw, and if they have graveyard, but I don't. I think it's probably not the line. Okay, so we got some mana fixing. This is actually okay. So we got 3 more cards to get rid of. Let's think through our process. I'm gonna put back this in to think about it. Now, so one of the things when you're first starting that you want to think about is not talking while you're drinking. Drinking some delightful bubble water from Aldi. So one of the reasons I'm kind of vocalizing a lot of these things is it's not just like you get cards and you throw them together. You really want to think about situations, how they work together, the synergy, stuff like that. And you know, some people are good, some people are bad, some people get lucky decks. It just depends. That's one of the things that's so fun about Magic is the variance. I think this is definitely the line we want to be on. We want to be on big creatures. I went back up to 15, 16. We're basically at 17 creatures with our Unearth. So I think we're okay. Maybe we can try something that's not a creature to get rid of, because our creature count seems okay. This is so good in a mono-colored deck. I say so good. It's still expensive, but it's significantly better in a mono-colored deck than it would be in another one. This is going to be so fun if we can target it with something. Oh my goodness, we could fight 3 other things, like copies that spell. This Precursor Golem's so good with instant spells. The problem is it's also easy for removal. If it says destroy that, then you destroy all 3, but it's still fun. Definitely keeping that. This is a really tough one for me. It's expensive, but it's life gain, and it ramps like crazy in the mid game. Ugh. And that's a creature. I feel like this is just kind of okay. Let's keep one of those. I feel like this is kind of okay too. That's a monster in our deck. Oh, wow. If we could get Precursor Golem out and then put Artifact on it. Well, no, they could still target the other ones. Let me see. When a player casts an instant or sorcery, that player copies that spell for each other. Each copy targets a different one, so one of them would survive. That's fine. Gaia's Gift. Definitely want that. Definitely want that. 2 more. Alright, we have 2 6+, 6 5+. See, we're so top heavy, which is one of the reasons why our ramp, our average is 3/5, which is kind of high. 3 cost is rough. Turn 3 is going to be rough because the odds are good we won't have a spell to cast. I just really don't want to cut any more creatures with what this deck seems to be built around. Do I just need to cut this? Two 1/1 counters. That's an instant and untap it. That's pseudo removal too. Maybe. Maybe it's a decision between these two. Hoarding. Flyer. Okay. I think maybe Fog. This is good, but it's... We might have enough. I'm just thinking... I think I'm thinking too much about it. There's not really anything... we can come back after our first game and see how we do. You can just get in your head and keep going around and around and around and around and around. All right. Let's go. Game 1. We got an opponent, y'all. Let's rock and roll. Oh. Wow, we have all the colors we need. Look at that. All right, we got 3. So one more, we can cast this on turn 3. I think there might be a lot of hands like this because our mana curve is pretty high. All right, they're playing Orzhov so far. +1. That's not. We're not too worried about that. It'll ping us to death eventually. All right, got another. So we do have a turn 4 play. Oof. Maybe I shouldn't have kept this. I would love to get a cheap creature next turn. Let's see it, deck. Okay. So this is really fun. It looks like they're probably going. They might be going tribal. Spaces. Oh, I thought it was Spaces Smurf. It's Space Smurf. Space Smurf. So this actually is doing nothing for them now because it's 1/1 for each other creature you control. So that's fine. They're equipping it. No reason not to. But they don't have another creature. I just need a... Yeah. Okay. That, ladies and gentlemen, is a creature. So I can kill this if they attack with it. And then we can cast this next turn. Beating your upkeep, if there are 3 or more creature cards in your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter card. Okay. Attack. Attack, opponent. Attack. I'd love to kill your creature. Go! That's a land. I like it. Okay, so now I know they have no responses. They played a land for turn. They're going to get... It's going to be a 4... Oof. So I wish they hadn't played that. Now I gotta decide. Tap and untapped, add 1 mana. I think I have to kill it. They're just... 5 damage is a lot. If they hadn't played this, then I would have been able to kill it and keep my thing. Exile. Okay, so this is good. I can exile this one, so our opponent, so the Space Smurf, will not be able to bring it back from the graveyard. Okay, we gain 3 life. We're back at 20, yo. All right, let's go. Okay, put a 1/1 counter. That's a Phyrexian Human Assassin. That's a lot of things. I'm probably gonna, if they attack with this, does it get it's just power, right? No, I'm definitely not. Okay, sorry, never mind. I also could exile this artifact. Oh, wait a second. Is this... Oh, it's sorcery. I can play that game of attacking. I wouldn't be surprised if they blocked. Because the sole purpose of this card is to chump. I can only activate this as a sorcery. I don't want to create a 2/2. If I don't do anything next turn, I will create a 4/4. So they can return that at instant speed. Oh, I don't hate that. Do not hate that. Okay. Ooh. Do we want to go bananas? Okay. Do we want a 6/6 or do we want 3/3/3s? They're black, so they could have a lot of stuff that targets us. Let's play it safe. They're tapped out, so it doesn't matter. Pay with all green. 6/6 with trample. Let's go. Yo. All right, 3. They only have 3 cards in hand, so... Whenever one or more artifact... I see no one. And a creature card leaves your graveyard, put a 1/1 counter. Okay, cool. 3 mana. 3 mana open. I can't imagine they're going to swing at us. They're going to swing for 9 next turn. When it attacks alone. I might just make a 5/5 and save this until I have some kind of awesome target spell. Okay, now this is interesting. Let me see. Oh, I see what they're doing. Okay, leaves your graveyard during your turn. They're hoping I'll block this so they can get a 1/1 counter on it. I'm actually okay. I'm okay with taking 1 damage. Yo, we're not doing what I would call bad. I like this. I think instead of swinging with haste, I'm going to create a 5/5. Excuse me, 6/6. Let us go. Let us move. I am digging this deck. It's doing the things. This deck is doing the things, y'all. In your graveyard. Oh, it's only going to get 1. I only have 1 creature in there. This may not be the best. Okay. We're swinging for 6. They have to block. So they have to block this. 9. They have to block this. And so, yeah, we're going haste. Okay. They know what's up. Good game, opponent. Good game. Good game. That felt good. That felt like the deck did the thing. I do not like the Pallbearer. I don't think we have enough creatures in our graveyard. I think I want to get the Pallbearer, trade the Pallbearer for another target. So these are, keep in mind when these things come up, they're not from the event that we're actually in. They're just from us hitting different criteria in our account. Okay. I really wasn't crazy about that Pallbearer. How many? We got 15? Yeah, I think you're right, Titan. Like, if we're playing that, we'd want to have the mill stuff, and I don't know. Yeah, I'm not digging that. I'm wondering if we could just do another... Do we have another creature that we cut? How about just another Reach Death Touch, right? Or do we want... Yeah, I completely agree. I think for that effect, we'd need some more mill stuff. We only have 14 creatures. I kind of like it's a little bit cheaper. 4. Let's just do that. That's really expensive. This lowers our mana curve, gives us a Reach Death Toucher. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. You're right, Titan. Or do you go by punching? Or do you go by 88? 88's my favorite number. 8 is my favorite number, and iterations of it too. All right, let's see how we go. So we did a draft. Notice, like, in between games, you can make changes. So we don't have a sideboard, but we have a de facto sideboard. When you're playing in paper, if you do a pre-release event where you get 6 packs and you just make a deck with any of those things, you can change. You're playing best out of 3 in a pre-release, and so you can change it between games and between matches, and you don't have to reset your sideboard and stuff like that. So pre-release is easily my favorite event in Magic. Everyone just getting to play all together. Did we freeze? I think we may need to reboot. Let's close all windows. Let's try to restart Arena, because it looks like it froze. Close the program. Hang on while Windows reports the problem to Microsoft. All right, let's open this up. Hopefully they gave us a draw or something so our opponent isn't waiting for us, but we'll see. Okay, we got a turn 1. This is a tad slow, but that's kind of what our deck is, and we do have a 1-drop, and then we got a lot of lands, so we'll have a turn 4, and then surely we're gonna draw a land in the next couple turns. So I don't know. Let's go for it. Alright, there is our... It's a sorcery. Let's just attack for 1. This would probably be a completely broken card if it wasn't a non-creature. Okay, so they're going... I wonder if they're going to get another color. Nope, okay, so they're 2-color. They're Dimir. Blue and black. Well, we definitely haven't had problems. We are getting what is known in the biz as flooded. So, from here on out, though, we should... Well, I say from here on out. For the next 2 turns, we should have cards to play. We're going to play Recluse next. What is our opponent doing? I hope... Ooh. Let's attack first. See if they're going to do anything. Are you going to counter that? Please don't counter my creature. Where's his rebuff? Yeah, I think that that's fun too. That all the combos, the color combos, are known by their guild names. It's just, you know, what happens. People just don't want to say blue black every time. It's always a learning curve for me, for sure. But yeah, that is amusing. But it's fun. I mean, you know, it's lore, it's story, whatever. It gets +1/+2. I could kill that. Unearth it. I think, I mean, when they only have 1 blue mana up, I need to get a 6/6 out, right? Like, what am I thinking? Yeah, I was talking about that on my last stream. I forget them all the time. But the color combos that I play a lot are really easy for me to remember. Like Golgari, I remember because my first modern deck was Golgari Food, so it was blue and black. Stuff like that. Esper, which is, you know, 3 colors. I remember because I play a lot of Esper in Standard right now, and, you know, whatever. But yeah, it's fun. Oh, no! Brutal! Well played, opponent. Well played. So that was well played. So this is a modular card that they played, so they get to choose two. They get to choose two of the modes. They paid 5. They chose destroy each creature with power 2 or less, which took care of one of mine. And then they chose sacrifice the creature with the highest power. So I had to sacrifice it. Well played, well played. Okay, that's an artifact creature, so they almost can draw 2 cards. I'm going to play here. And I do not want them to draw. That is a lot of cards to draw. Do I want to go ahead and kill? Surely they... I mean, I don't want to bet on them not hitting a mana drop. I really hate playing this on this one. But, yeah, let's do it. Target creature I control. Target creature I don't control. Let's get rid of your beastie. Artifact enchantment. Now, I could... you know what? Let's just deal some damage. Alright. So that's a really scary card for us because they can cast artifacts for a lot cheaper. So we want to get rid of that one. Oh, come on. Is this... I can't... Yep. Well played. Well played, opponent. They got a nice little control deck going so far. Control control just means like they're working to control me, control what I do, so they kill stuff. Definitely not casting this for the prototype. We definitely want a 5/5. Untapped artifact. Okay, power plant, so they can give it +2/+2. Unearth, fine. They draw a card. I am liking... we're kind of at parity. Not really. They have 2 cards in their hand. That's not good. They got 4 mana open, so if they attack with a 2/2... Let's see. I definitely won't block here. They can pay 3. Oh, okay, cool. They didn't... If it was me, I would have attacked there. Because there's a chance that I wouldn't block. Because I might think they have a combat trick or something. This is activate only as a sorcery. Three times... I mean, I have to, right? Please don't destroy my 15/15. Please, opponent. Please don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't eat there. Okay. I like this. That's what I was hoping for. Okay. Cool. Ugh. They have a blocker. They have 1 card in hand. Let me see. What is this? Oh, put 2 counters. Put 2 counters on the card that won't untap. Now, if we got my exile, let's see. Whatever. I mean, they have to block, so it's not like not giving them information can do anything. Oh, I should have swung with this. There was no reason to not swing with this. They weren't going to block. If they blocked, they lost. If they blocked this, they lost. So I should have swung with my 1/1. Cool. Now, I get a swing with everything, because again, they have to block this. So if nothing changes... now I can't swing with everything. Now, okay, let me think. So I don't want to swing... I don't want to swing with these, but I will swing with these 2. So the reason I'm swinging with these 2 is because they have to block this one, right? So this one will survive and kill whatever else they block with, if they decide they want to block. And the crackback, I'm not too worried about them swinging back. When I say crackback, snapback, whatever, people call it different things. I'm not too worried about that because they only have 2. I also have a man land if something crazy bananas happens. And I am going to put counters on this because I have mana open. So we're going to do it anyway. If I can get rid of this freaking card, then we have a really big creature. There's no reason not to. Boing, whip. All right, now I'm swinging with everything. Turning my land into a creature. And I really don't hope they don't have a card at instant speed that says destroy all creatures. No, they don't, but I mean, I know they don't. There's not really... Okay. Okay. Are we going to win this? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If they have a creature... Oh my goodness! They can survive one more time. Okay. They've had it. They know what's up. Let's go, yo! Well done, team. Well done. We did it. Okay. We are now 2-0 in the quick draft. No, any reason not to... Oh, okay, so the buff... So you can't buff the lands without having another one out there. You have to actually tap it, I think. Let me actually pull it up, because I think you have to have 2 of those. I think this is frozen again. Let me go look at the land here real quick, but I'm pretty sure that Mishra won't let me buff the land because I think it's a tap effect. Let me pull it up. This is annoying that the stream keeps, or that the arena keeps freezing. All right, so let's go look. Let's just go look at it. Okay. So this says, Mishra's Foundry becomes a 2/2 until end of turn. It's still a land. If I tap... So it has to be an attacking assembly working, and I have to tap to attack it. So I can't attack and buff it. So you actually have to have 2 of them. One of them can buff the other one, and one can attack, if that makes sense. That's what you were asking, right, about that land? The matchups will probably get a little bit harder. I think they do match you up, so we have 2-0, and so I imagine we might get matched to someone with 2-0. That was highlighted when you attack. Oh, it was highlighted because you can turn it into a creature again. It's one of those weird things because I had mana open. It will let me activate it again, but there's no reason to activate it again. But it's just highlighted. So that's a good point. Sometimes you're highlighted when you can do things that aren't beneficial. But yeah, that's why it was highlighted. But yeah, no, good catch. Can't be blocked. I like this. We got our turn 5 plays. It's feeling good when we have some turn 5 plays. I feel like our deck doesn't really get going until turn 5, and that's okay. Oh no! That's going to be a problem if we have a freaking haste deck. Like if this is mono red or aggro, we might struggle with this. Okay, we're Gruul. Okay, we don't care about that. We don't care about the but they might be Storm Prowess, so they're going for cheap spells. Okay, yeah, they don't care about the graveyard. They're doing it just for card draw. So Soul Guide is really good for that. Okay, let's think here. We don't want this because we want to save this for when it's bigger. We do want this. And honestly, we may not block with it. So if our opponent is smart, they'll swing before... Ah, they have a sorcery. Okay, never mind. No, that's fine. They can destroy it. If they're smart, they just destroy a freaking creature. Oh, 4. No. Okay, next turn we're playing this, gaining 3 life. Life gain matters a lot in this matchup because they're going to be dealing us a lot of damage. Target creature or planeswalker. And then they exiled this. Okay, that's fine. Okay, good. They didn't have any non-creature. Ooh, 3-color. Ballsy, opponent. That's ballsy. Wait, let me... Yeah. Next turn we're playing our mythic. Next week we're playing our Ritual Amalgam. Alright, gain some life. Cool. So we know they don't have any instants in their hand unless they drew one just now. Because they probably... Well, instants... Let's see. I mean, we don't know that, but it's less likely. I like these sleeves. This is the art for Damnation. Oh, I like that animation. That's sick. When I play a lot on my phone, and so a lot of these animations don't show up on the phone. But that's neat. Let's see if I can... if I just keep doing this, I'm probably just going to break Arena again. Ooh, Damnation is a fun card. I love the art. It's so slick, just a black hole. So it looks like our opponent is really trying to decide if they want to attack and bluff. If they attack me, I honestly... I don't know if I'm going to block or not. Okay. It's very, very unlikely that our opponent has an instant in hand. Because... Okay, cool. Okay, they didn't have removal. This is good news for us. Please let this survive. Please let it survive. Please let it survive. If it survives and we get 1 more mana, we can actually do Giant Growth and make it a 24/24. I want to leave up blockers. Oh, yeah, they're super prowess, huh? Both of theirs has prowess. Prowess is when you cast a non-creature, it gets 1/1 until end of turn. Prowess is fun. I actually, when I play on MTGO, which I'll play once I get through all the playthrough on Arena, we'll do some MTGO or Magic the Gathering online. I play Prowess in that because it's a really cheap deck, and it's really fun and pretty stinking good. So, but Prowess it's fun to see it in draft. They got 2. Oh, that's right. Monastery Swiftspear was uncommon in this one. Okay, we have another land. Now, that's only as a sorcery. I think I'm going to risk it I think I'm going to do it. I don't have to tap it. Okay, what I'm hoping to do... They didn't block. This is what I'm hoping to do. What I'm hoping to do just happened. I just made it 24/24, yo. That is so awesome. I freaking love that. Don't tell me that's not fun. Don't tell me that's not fun. Because it is. You know it is. I know it is. That's glorious. 24. it big. It is big indeed. So Titan, have you been on Twitch for a while? I'm pretty new to Twitch. I just started. I've been following people on Twitch, but I just in the last couple of weeks started streaming, trying to create content for new players. Have you been on Twitch for a while? Our opponent is saying, is there anything that we can do? If they can't remove that, obviously they just have a clock as long as they have creatures up, and that's it. If I could give this flying... Now, here's why giving something flying would be good. Okay, I think I want to get over them. I don't need just another big creature. This I can save in case they can deal with my... Let's put our big boy... been watching for a while, probably 5 or 6 years. Yeah, I never streamed. Yeah, it's been fun just kind of thinking through. Honestly, it's made me a better Magic player, like just because I'm really trying to think through my decisions instead of just try to do it. Have you been playing Magic for a while too? All right, if they can't do anything, they have to get another creature in. A complicated question there. I feel like that's always a complicated question with Magic players. Like, it's always like, I've played, I stopped, I played, and then I stopped again, and I took a break, I sold my cards, I got something else, I feel you. You don't have to share if you don't want to, but feel free to. But yeah, definitely, I mean, I talk with a lot of Magic players where that's a complicated question. All right, that helps them survive one more turn. Energy, add 1 mana of any color. I don't care about that. I don't want to exile this. So they're going to survive one more turn. I actually still may hold on to... Ooh. I'm going to see what happens. Let's see what happens. I may not play this next turn. I know that seems... Well, okay. They got some more blockers. They're swinging... Okay, cool. Please swing. Swinging for 6, leaving up a blocker. This is the perfect play. I win. If they do this, I win the game. My opponent should leave those back as blockers. That's the only way they can save. If they're not, yeah, I won the game. Okay, I won the game because of this one right here. Oh, I gotta do. Let's see. Do I have enough? I have 7. I don't have enough to play Precursor Golem. Okay, I win because they didn't keep it back, and that's fine. That happens a lot. You're like, oh, I have 1 back, but you have to think about removal, and they give up. So, y'all, that is a 3-0 start. That is still feeling fantastic. We're moving. You'll notice, because I've already said before, hey, we were in silver, so you actually get different ranks for limited and constructed. So we have silver in constructed right now, and bronze in limited. And so yeah, we're moving up here. I don't play a ton of limited. I sometimes will get to gold, but I usually get to diamond or mythic in standard in my other account. I say usually diamond or mythic. I almost always get to diamond. Sometimes get to mythic. Okay. All right. Now I will say there's been a number of times I start 3-0 and then just kind of go from there. So let's hope that doesn't happen. It is still possible to go 7-0. Dude, no way! That is how the Duels of Planewalker games on PS3 is how I first discovered Magic. Like, that is exactly that's exactly how I say got into Magic, but that was my first exposure to it. So it was Duels of Planewalkers on my PS3. I bought it, played through it all, played a little bit with people online, loved it, and then just didn't play. I mean, 2014, 15, let's see, 20... Yeah, it's 16. I played that for a couple years, and then they stopped supporting it. I stopped finding people to play because they did another console game. And then I never did the beta, so I've actually only been playing Magic for... It'll be 2 years in April now. But I went a little overboard, as my wife will certainly attest to. I played with a couple buddies from church, started playing Commander during the pandemic. Got in, it kind of replaced poker for me, a chance to hang out with guys and sit around a table and chill. And then I started playing a ton. So Strixhaven was my first. Strixhaven was the most recent set when I started. Modern Horizons 2 was my first pre-release. And then I've been going crazy ever since. So, but yeah, that's hilarious. That was my exposure to Magic too. I didn't remember a lot when I started playing. I'm not crazy about this, but I feel like our deck has been kind of leveling out pretty easily. Land, creature, go. It feels weird for us to have a. Feels odd for us to have a turn 1 play, huh? Research desk. Oh, that's funny. You remember more about the lore? That's yeah. I feel you. I don't. I've just never done much of the lore. Just like period. I actually wonder. I'm sure there's probably some like fan fiction out there, or maybe even some stories and stuff. I love science fiction and fantasy, as I'm sure most people who play nerdy games like this do. So I bet the stories are pretty good. I don't. I don't remember. I remember very little from the game. I tried to download it on my PS3 a year or two ago, and it won't even let me download anymore. Okay. Create a tapped Power Stone. I don't want to do a combat trick that'll kill my mana rocks, because we're really close to getting some monsters because I can tap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I already have 5 mana, so next turn I'll have 6 mana. I can do. Jace gets mind wiped. 90% of the lore. That's funny. Alright, so I have to tap everything for this. So I just hit auto pay, but what happened is I had 3 mana. So this costs 4 mana, right? I had 3 mana. So this one is tap an untapped artifact, and then add 1 mana. And so I had to tap this with this, and so I just let it do auto pay. But again, when you're making plays like that, be really careful that it's doing what you want it to do. I'm more concerned. They could easily have a if they have a combat trick, unless it gets first strike, it's dead anyway. I think I'm okay. Go for it. They can do Mishra's research desk with the Power Stone. That's nice. Oh, that's a cool animation. I have so many of these freaking Power Stone tokens in paper. Look, I'll grab one. I literally have one sitting in the trash right now. See? Just pulled this out of the trash can just for you. Look at that. I know you care. Okie dokie, artichoke. Let's do it. Let's get our golems. I so desperately want to cast this onto a golem, make a 5/5. So desperately, you don't even know. Please, please, please don't have targeted removal. Yeah, I agree. The puzzles I remember the puzzles. I loved the puzzles. Like it gave you certain cards and you had to do this and kill them and this. It was really fun. They were super complex, complicated. I loved it. I really wish that was still around. I wish that would be really fun addition to Arena, actually, is adding in puzzles like they did, where you can actually have some challenges. Because I feel like Arena is so focused on multiplayer. But it'd be good to have like a game to work through if you didn't want to just always build decks or something. So, okay, let me make sure I understand this. I've never actually played Precursor Golem before. Okay, so when a player casts an instant or sorcery that targets only a single golem, that player copies the spell for each other golem. Each copy targets a different one of these golems. So I need 4 for it. They don't have a lot. They do have 1 mana open. Springleaf Drum is an open mana. So they can tap an untapped creature and add a mana. A 5/4, it would kill. I think. Let's force them to. Or, let's just get rid of their... They only have... So now one thing they can do, they can float a mana right now. But when I go to combat, it disappears. So your mana doesn't remain when you float mana or when you tap a land for mana. It does not remain as phases change. And I'm definitely not going to show you that because I don't want to mess it up. Alright, let's see what they do. They can kill one of them. I'm really going to be interested. Okay, there. There. Alright, let's see if I actually understand this card. Okay, no, I don't want to auto-pay. Now, this is a perfect example. I'm going to tap green. And I want to tap this. I want to leave my Death Toucher up. Please tell me that I understand this correctly. They don't have any mana open, so they can't respond. So one of my Precursor Golem will die, but their Warlord Elite will die, and I'll get in for 5. Yep, this is so much fun. This is exactly what I wanted to happen, y'all. Oh, and they're untapped, and they're up for blockers. I forgot about that part. Okay, that was fun, and don't tell me it wasn't. That was glorious. That was really fun. Probably more so for me than my opponent. Alright, let's see, what is this? Whenever an artifact, put a 1/1 counter on target creature you control. Okay, so they're drawing a card. Cool. Cool. I'm a little surprised they haven't done research desk yet. Can they sacrifice? How are they going to sacrifice that? They're super artifact heavy. This is interesting. All right, I got a 5/5. It's an artifact enters the battlefield. Can they? They don't have any mana open. They can't get an artifact in. So they could block 5 or nothing. Or nothing. Alright. If I had swung with everything, they'd only have 1 left. Maybe I should have held back the Recluse in case they have a board wipe. Okay. Cool. I'm good with this. Please do nothing else. They have not... They've had this since the beginning and have never... Until the end of your next turn. Okay. Is it a soldier? No, it's not even a soldier. They had to pay 2 for it. Yeah, Titan, I definitely remember some of those puzzles. I mean, I don't remember any details. But I remember really enjoying them, how complicated they were. That was also... I was about to say pre-internet. That wasn't pre-internet. I was playing on the internet, you moron. It wasn't that long ago. It was... But, like, I feel like it was pre a ton of game stuff. And I didn't want to look it up anyway. I really enjoyed the challenge. Okay, y'all. This is good news. Like, we're making... So we already have 3,000. So we... Let's see. What do we need from just this one to get to the Mastery Pass when it rolls over in Phyrexia? 650? That would do it. No, that's 22. I think we need 6 wins. 3,400. Yep. Where'd the sound go? Okay. I have the sound down low. I don't know if that's annoying or not. I suppose I could turn it off. I like a little theme stuff, but... Land, creature. Sure. I haven't mulliganed once. I feel like our deck really is just kind of leveling out. 1/1. Okie dokie. This... We got a turn 4, turn 5 play. It is really fun not having to worry too much about, because we know, like, just some bruisers are coming. So the fact that it's not playing until turn 4 is not that big of a deal. Limited is a lot slower than a lot of other formats, so it's kind of okay. So I have a turn 4 play. They deal with it. I have a turn 5 play, and then I can play, like, hopefully I'll get to play this on one of them regardless. I'm all like, oh, it doesn't matter. Okay, this hopefully will slow. They can give some things. Oh, they can give it flying, but I have reach. Yep. So can I do? Maybe I should fight some stuff next turn. Oh, no. I need to put the armor on it and then leave up Gaia's gift so I can give it hexproof and protect it. Because that's going to be utterly enormous. It's a sorcery. Please don't have removal. Okay. Oh, if they had removal, I could give it... Okay. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a 3-turn clock for them. They're on a pretty... I'm on kind of like a... I feel like protecting it is a bigger deal than killing their stuff, right? Right? Right. That's really tough. They're only hitting me with 6. Oof. 6 is not great. Hello. But I have another one up. My turn. Can I... 4, 5, 6. Yes. Okay. I'm going to attack first. Tap up to 2 target creatures. No thanks. I'd rather swing at you for a lot. Now, this is what I'm thinking. If they have removal and they can buff it, the odds of them having removal and buffing too. This is a really tough decision. I think probably just playing it safe is a better idea, because if they have removal and some, I mean, I could see them having something that removes and gives, all they need is 2 more points of damage. If they had removal and like one of their, one of the lords, one of the soldier lords, they could do that. If they kill it, they kill it. Oh, stun counters. Okay, that's kind of fine. Yeah, 4, so, Alright. If they have something, if they have removal, they win. And if so, good beats. If so, good beats. They were fast enough. This was real similar to the deck that we were playing, but they got on the ground faster. I really wish I could have played them both. You know what I should have done? I should have prototyped. I should have got them both out. I should have played that for the prototype cost. Yeah, that was a bad move. I get so excited when I see this for 5. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. Again, if they have removal. Oh. They got a block. Might as well take theirs. Don't have removal, opponent. No! Oh! They can give it... but I have reach. Come on. Don't have removal. Don't have removal. Don't have removal. They're thinking. That's good. They haven't snapped on the removal. Please don't. Come on. Be kind. Be kind. Yeah, no kidding. Oh, look at that! Let's gain some life. Let's... 5... Let me think. This is 5. We have 8 total. We can't do both. Let's do this and then gain some life. They have to block... They don't have to block everything. Okay, yeah, they'll leave that up. Okay. I think this is a good play. Gain 6 life. That's beautiful. What a good draw. What a good... Yeah, you're right. I mean, they were kind of mana screwed. They didn't have a lot of mana up. I mean, that's this, like, the soldier thing is kind of low to the ground. Oh, that feels good. What a beautiful thing. What a beautiful thing. Oh, it's a beautiful day. I'm just gonna have my Power Stone token right here on my glasses. 5 wins. Y'all, this is feeling good. Because we're playing Magic. MTG. What do you think? Is this my new look? Oh, it doesn't even have the Magic background. That's funny. I was nowhere close to the trash. Nowhere close. Wow. This has been longer than I thought. It's my bedtime. I got an early meeting. I need to win, y'all. We are what? We're 5-0. Two more, and we're gonna take a 7-0. They don't have trophies in this like they do in MTGO. So I'm feeling really good about the showing. This deck was fun. That is for sure. I'm just gonna wear a fog right here since I have it. It's really tough to see myself on the other screen where I am. The camera keeps moving with me. It doesn't like it. Turn 2 play. Turn 4 play. Turn 2 play. Yep. I think it's a keeper. I think it seems like some of the only ones we're not going to keep are like one-landers. They're white, so they could have disenchant. That'd be a bad day. That'd be a real bad day for a poor little mask. No. So this is highlighted right now, so we could pay X equals 0. So we could create a 0/0 colorless golem artifact, activate only as a sorcery, and then it would immediately... Oh, that's so good. But then it would immediately die. 3, 4, 5. One more mana. We have our big boy. Next turn, let's go ahead and let's get something on the battlefield. Next turn, we play Hoarding Recluse. It's too bad we don't have any Hoarding Recluses. I hope they don't have any flyers. Each opponent loses 2 life. This ability costs from each creature card in your graveyard. That's an interesting card. Each opponent loses 2 life. 4. Okay. I'm going to see what happens here. I'm going to attack because my opponent might think I have a combat trick. See? Yep. So they could have bounced it, but they made a decision not to. So I bluffed an attack, and that felt good to get through to M013. Is that Leet Speak or something? Maybe it's something mole. It's probably mole. They probably like a lot of Mexican food. That's mole and Leet Speak. I'm gonna call this opponent mole. Exile target creature planeswalker. Cool. Alright, shall we play again? Let us. Okay, now they're still, see, I love it. I love bluffing. They're black, they have a lot of removal. I feel like let's go a little slow. I'm a little worried about removal. I really don't want this to die to removal. Sacrifice, interesting. So it looks like they're on a sacrifice plan. Okay. If I get another mana, I can play both of these. Target creature gains flying. Okay. I think that's our plan, right? Okay, they're double blocking there. Sacrifice another creature or artifact, draw a card whenever. Another artifact. Sacrifice. Yeah, I kind of want them to pay 3 and sacrifice creatures. I'm okay with them sacrificing creatures. I'm also okay getting a Power Stone token. Because I don't know if you know this, but I have a couple of artifacts in this deck. They can draw a card. Cool. Don't. I told you not to, opponent. They don't have any creatures in their graveyards. Oh no, I should. I shouldn't. That was a mistake. That was a mistake. 5, 6, 7. So now I'm not going to attack. Because they know I don't have a combat trick. Okay. Yes. See? They had disenchant. I was right. 5, 6, 7. I need 10. And I can still play both of these. I can also play this for 3. 1, 2, 3, and get another 3/3 golem. Oh, come on. See, okay. They have lots of removal. Lots of removal. So it's a good thing I didn't play my amalgam. I'm hoping they're running out of removal. The music knows how dramatic this is. I don't know if y'all can hear the music or not. Come here, kitty. Come here, Neve. Come on. Sweetheart. Come here. Pass. Would you like to attack me? I have 20 health. Five, 6. I can just put counters on this too. I really hope I don't come back to... It doesn't come back to... Oh, here we go. Now let's not make this mistake again. Let's put the unearthed creature. in the bottom of their graveyard so they can't unearth it. How about that? So I got to do that because it says when it dies, put up to one other target creature. So that's one of the reasons, again, this is why I tell people to play Arena when they're learning, is because it really does a lot. Okay. I have 6, 7, 8 mana open. So I can swing, put 2 counters on it, or I can just get another creature out. I think another creature. Let's just draw all the removal that they have out of the way. And I'll just swing for 2. Okay, see, it didn't come back to bite me because I still got to do it. See? We're just getting all the removal out the way, yo. They've exiled so much of my crap. Stop exiling my stuff. Okay, I think that was a good play. Because they want to have creatures in their graveyard. There's a lot of cards that are dependent upon that. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Man, they have so much removal. They're getting... I would love for them to play another card in their hand. Oh, and they freaking draw. That's the problem. They have so much card advantage over us because of that. No, I do not want to block with that. That can be a monster. Hello, friends. 6, 7. Okay. Okay, they're forcing me to pump it. Honestly... Oh, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to do it. I probably shouldn't. Because they can kill it now before I can exile this. Oh, yeah, that's fine. No blocks. Is that hexproof? That is what I'm talking about. That, my friends, is what I'm talking about. I can... I was doing it just to see if I could draw something. That's fine, it didn't make him wonder what I was doing. Now we have our friends that now I have protection for it. Oh, come on. Man, their hand is fun, yo. They got some cards. It helps, unlike our last opponent, to make your mana drops, right? Okay. I will not be swinging into their Death Touch, but I will next turn. This is going to be so fun. As long as they can't... Okay. Let's see what they do. If they don't block with with a lot of stuff. Okay, they're going to block with that. Okay, that should be the game. Let's just do that. Let's give this trample. Guys, gift. Won us the game. Did it win? Did it win? Did it win? I can't imagine what they can do because it has hexproof. And that's why you wait to cast cards until they're attacking if it's instant speed. Go! We won! Come on, son! We're looking good. That was delightful. I just dealt them 12 damage through a 5/4 death touch. I guarantee our opponent did not see that coming. That was fun. That was a real... I mean, to be fair, we had a great top deck. That was an absolutely fantastic pool for us. Y'all, one more win, and we go 7-0 and get 950 gems. I think we now have enough mana. I was just saying, I don't know if we're going to have enough gems to get Mastery Pass next turn, but we did. We already do. And let's go for the 7-0. I would love to go 7-0 so I can just go to bed, but I'm staying here until I finish this league. It's almost midnight here in Kansas City, and I have a meeting at 8, so I may be suffering tomorrow, but that's what coffee's for, right? What a good feeling this deck has been. Land, first 1 drop, 2 drop, 2. Yep, we're keeping. People have different strategies on mulligans. There's some videos that there's some really good players that have talked a lot about mulliganing and stuff. Mulliganing strategies. I know my mulliganing strategy is I try to mulligan as rarely as possible. When you mulligan, you end up just having some major card disadvantage. Okay, we got Spectrum Sentinel, non-basic land, gain 1 life. That's not going to happen very often. Protection from multicolored. Good thing I don't have any multicolored. So, protection, okay? Protection is a really interesting mechanic. No. Protection means can't be blocked, targeted, dealt damage, enchanted, or equipped by anything multicolored. Basically, if it says protect, there's cards that say protection from green, protection from black, protection from whatever. Pro, people say it shortly, say pro white, pro green, pro whatever. This has protection from multicolored. We don't have any multicolored spells. But multicolored, like, it just means if you have a creature that is multicolored, I couldn't block. If I had a spell that's multicolored, I couldn't target it. I couldn't enchant it, right? Any of those things. I think we need some blockers at this point, right? Maybe I should have attacked. 4, turn 4, 2 1/1 counters. It's going to be a 5/5. They got to be worried about that. I can play Mask next turn. Oh no! Goodbye, Rootwire Amalgam! Goodbye, my friends! So long, farewell, Avitas, and good night. Goodbye. Such sweet sorrow. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Oh, please take Steel Exemplar. Please take Steel Exemplar. Please take Steel Exemplar. Ah, I knew it was too good to be true. I knew it. Oh, I'm gonna miss you. Okay, 2/2. They're definitely not swinging at me. I would love it if they swung at me. I'm playing a Forest instead of Mishra's because I want... Let's see. It's instant. One, two, three. I only have 3 mana open. I think just waiting until I can get this out would be okay. Oh, there you go. Okay, fine. It's not like it won't ever happen. It's a sorcery. Let's get a 6/6 out there. Now, something to realize is that colorless is not a color. So this card says 2 or more colors, and this gets really confusing when you first start out. 2 or more colors, like, well, like, what do you mean 2 or more colors? Like, I cast it with a colorless, but colorless literally just means that it's without color. So if it says 2 or more colors, so multicolored is not something that is. This is not a multicolored card if it had green and colorless. Oh, okay. I was thinking maybe I took too long. Maybe they just knew I was winning. But y'all, we just went from bronze to silver in one match, and we went undefeated. I have to tell you, it doesn't happen very often. But that deck was good. It felt really good. 0 losses. And we got a mythic. We got Kura. I hate that it's only 2 packs. That feels so disappointing that it's only 2 packs. But you know what isn't disappointing? 950 gems. Y'all, 7-0. I got to take a screenshot. I always forget. I have to do Command-Shift-G or something. I hate taking a screen. It's Command-Shift-4 on a Mac. And I feel like there's supposed to be a screenshot button. Print screen. Window print screen. There we go. Got it. That feels really good. 950 window print screen. Let's claim that prize. And let's open some packs. So now I could pay $750. Y'all, we just in one day did what we needed to do. That's unbelievable. All right, let's crack some packs. We got 3 packs of Brothers War. Soul Guide Lantern, that beautiful, beautiful Soul Guide Lantern. That used to be worth a little bit of money. Now it's tanked because they reprinted it, and that's fine. I am always up for cards being cheaper for people. This is getting some play in Standard. A little bit, not much. Black is the most powerful color in Standard right now. I don't like it. I'm not crazy about it. I've seen some people play it. I get it. You get when it attacks, you can sacrifice a creature. It's good inside. I don't like it. The cool thing is it has self synergy, right? When it attacks, you can sacrifice another creature. If you do, create a tapped Power Stone token. Then you can exile and create a zombie. So if you have a bunch of fodder, I'm just not a fan of the card. I'm not a fan of playing it. I think it's a cool card. The design's good. So you can see every single time these kind of tick up. Tick up, tick up. That's one of the reasons why you never run out of uncommons. So every pack that you open, this goes doot, 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 and opens up. So the next one is going to be gold here on our next pack. And just once it fills up, you get a gold card. And then occasionally they do mythic. It's every number. I don't really care about the math. Okay, top 7 cards. Look at the top 7 cards. Put up to X artifacts and or creature cards with mana value 3 or less on the battlefield. Put the rest. That'd be fun. Pristine Talisman. All right, so now watch this. There's no bars and there's 3 bars, so it'll go up to 1 bar and 4 bars. Now that is a pick. This is one of the most powerful cards from Brothers War, and it's a mythic and it's delightful. So this is a really fun card because you can do it prototype. My favorite thing to do with this card is actually blink it. So let's say you play it for prototype. You play 1 and 2 black. So it comes out as a 3/3. Then if you can find out a way, and there are cards that do this, to bounce it back in, it comes back in as a 7 mana, 7/5. And so if someone has targeted it, it's a ward, and the ward instead of mana, as ward usually is, it's pay life equal to its Flesh Gorger's power. So one of the cool things you can do is someone, let's say someone plays a card to kill it. Let's just say Infernal Grasp, which is destroy target creature, pay 2 life. So I can they target it, and then it says, would you like to pay the ward cost? They pay 3 ward cost, and then I can blink it, bounce it back in my hand, and so their destruction spell fizzles, and then this comes back in as a 7/5 with Menace and Lifelink, and Menace has to be blocked with more than one creature. I love this card. Several people tried it when it got printed in Modern, and it just really didn't work. It's not quite powerful enough for the Modern format, but it's really good in Standard. I love this card. I'm so excited we pulled that. So that's a great end to a great tournament. Titan, thanks so much for interacting. Hope you like and follow. I publish all these to YouTube as well. But we'd love to see you back around. It was fun chatting with you. And I'm gonna go to bed because the Benadryl that I took has kicked in. I slept too late this morning, so I have to take Benadryl to get back on a sleep cycle. It's probably too much information. You don't need it. But yeah, Titan, it was a blast. Thanks for hanging out. Exciting to find that other people discovered Magic on PlayStation as well. Or you could have had Xbox, I guess, back then. Discovered it on Duels of the Planeswalkers. That was a really, really fun game. So yeah, hope to see you around. Have a delightful evening. Peace and hair grease.